Hey everybody, and for today's progressive programming workout, we're going to jump into our secondary strength, the thruster. So last week we went back to the overhead squat, and this is our second time coming back to the thruster for our secondary strength. And with the intention of finding intensity over the volume, we are going to build to five sets of three. We're going to build to a 3-rep max for the day. Now, keep in mind, these are traditional thrusters, meaning we can start it from a rack versus having to squat clean it. If you decide you want to squat clean it, that's totally up to you, but I would recommend taking it from a rack, just like you would a traditional front squat. Get yourself into a really good, strong racked position and make sure that we're working on the timing. Squat below parallel, and then once you get past that 3/4 squat on the way out of the hole, jump and finish that press at the top. Make sure that when we jump and press out of the top that we're keeping our legs straight, just like we would at the end of a push press. We don't want to jerk the bar and then stand up. We want to make sure that we're allowing our shoulders to do some work here instead of relying on our legs to do all of it. So 5 sets of 3, building to a 3-rep max. Make sure that you're taking your time re-racking it. And if you have to reset in between, that's fine. Don't feel like you have to link these reps unless your mechanics are consistent enough to maintain a good bar path. We want that bar path to move slow and smooth and linear, so straight up and down, and not around the face on the way up or on the way down. Now, once we have finished off the thrusters, we're going to go ahead and jump into a modified version of an old 2009 CrossFit Games couplet. And this is going to be an 8-minute AMRAP going from 12 hang squat snatches from below the knee and 12 wall balls. Now, the hang squat snatches are a light barbell. We're looking at a 33 and a 45-pound barbell. So when we get into this, keep in mind the weight is light, so we should be able to hang on to large sets. So I would encourage you to hang on to all 12 or 6 and 6 or 8 and 4. But if we're looking to break this up frequently, then I would recommend maybe grab a training bar or even a light PVC pipe would be not a bad idea for this session today. So 12 hang squat snatches going from below the knee. So every rep must come back below the knee. We're not going to the ground. We're just breaking past the knee. And then as you come up, make sure we're bringing the bar back to our hip before we finish and receive it into a good, clean overhead squat. Now, after that, we've got our wall balls. So again, we're squatting below parallel. This time we don't have as much technique and balance involved since we're not holding something overhead, but we're still keeping that ball in the front of our body. So make sure that we're not allowing that weight to dip and fall forward. Think elbows inside the knees, not elbows outside the knees. So stay an upright vertical torso, just like we did in the thrusters prior to this. Now you have 8 minutes to accumulate as many rounds and reps as possible. Remember, keep the bar light and keep it moving. Have fun.